Hey, everybody. I'm just checking my stream here to make sure that it's a good stream. And it seems like it's streaming good. All right. I had an epiphany last night and I decided to do I think it's going to be 13-part, very short video series. And it's because I am so passionate and have seen such amazing results from essential oils. So this is video one. My name is Allie Phillips, if you already didn't know that, probably did. And so this is just an introduction to essential oils. And I'm going to make these very short and concise videos, but I want to give you as much information as I can so that you can, make an informed decision. So I was introduced to essential oils 15 some years ago. And I used a variety of different oils, just whatever I could find at the health food store. I didn't care about the brand. I wasn't reading labels. And then I wondered why they didn't work for me. They smelled. I can't even say that they smelled nice, but they smelled. And I don't know why I use them so wrong, because I'm an attorney and I like to think I'm fairly intelligent and I should know better. And then 3.5 years ago, something hit me because of my work that I do with animals that have been abused. And I didn't understand why I could not use those other oils with animals. And that's when I found Young Living, because Young Living was actually created not only to help people, but to help animals. And if you know anything about the foundation of the company, almost all of their products, a vast majority of their products, can be used with animals. And so that opened my eyes. I started using them, and I always use oils on myself before I use them on my cats or the shelter animals I work with, or even recommend them to somebody. And holy moly, did I see a difference, because I was introduced to them when I was living outside of Washington, D.C., in Alexandria, Virginia. I was very stressed out. I love the work that I do, but it's stressful to work on animal abuse and even child abuse cases and domestic violence. It's stressful. It takes its toll. I was a frontline trial prosecutor for many years. I have literally seen the worst of humanity and what people do to each other and to animals. And my health crashed physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. I mean, I collapsed. And I tried everything from naturopathic doctors to changing my diet, and don't get me wrong, they worked. They really worked. I got into energy healing, which is how Manifested Harmony came to be. But that just kind of maintained me so that I didn't get any worse. And where I really started seeing benefits was to work with these oils. So this is an intro to essential oils. And so I want to just talk about what are they, because I'll tell you, everybody's talking about oils. You go on Facebook, holy moly, everybody's talking about oils. So oils they're the liquid that actually come out of a plant, a shrub, a tree, a bush, that sort of thing. And they contain parts, they're called constituents. I'm not going to get into that, but they contain parts in them, parts and pieces that provide a host of benefits. Essential oils have been around for thousands of years. So when people say to me, oh, that new age stuff, no, modern medicine is new age. Oils have been around for thousands and thousands of years, over 4,000 years. And they've been used for cosmetic purposes, as well as spirituality, as well as being emotionally uplifting. And so when I learned more about this and really found the company that I wanted to work with, because I needed them to be able to be used with animals. And that's how I found Young Living. So let's talk about the grades of oils, because this is really where I had no clue. And you don't know what you don't know. You're going to hear me say that repeatedly in this series. You don't know what you don't know, and that's why I love to educate. Educate, 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 because it's going to teach you so much. There are different types of essential oils, and I have learned you get what you pay for. You buy a cheap oil, you're going to get a cheap result. Okay? So for years, like I said, 15 some years, I used a variety of oils, some from the local health food store, some I bought online. They had all sorts of labels on them, but they had a lot of cautions that said, don't put on your skin unless you dilute them. Don't ingest them. Don't use with babies. Don't use with animals. And so when I started to learn about exactly how these oils work, how aromatherapy works, and I learned that whatever you smell goes into your brain and into your bloodstream. Whatever you eat goes into your bloodstream. Whatever you put on your skin goes into your bloodstream. So why the heck would I want to smell an oil that I can't ingest and that I can't put directly on my skin? What's wrong with it? Bing! And you're going to find a million websites that say, don't ingest oils. And you know what? For the oils that they're working with, absolutely. Now, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a researcher. I'm a lawyer. I'm educating just based on my practice and what I know about them. So there's different quality grades of oils. There are low quality oils that are synthetic. They're man-made. They're made in a lab. And I'm sorry, a lab cannot create what nature creates. It can't. You can't replicate it. So this is floral waters. These are oils that go into like beauty products to scent them. They have no therapeutic value. Okay? They just smell. That's all they do. Then there's perfume grade oils that often contain other chemicals and solvents in them. They've been altered. And they are commonly used in, those reed diffusers. They sit in like a little jar of oil and they got the sticks coming out. I used to use those. Plug-ins, I used to use those. I was the queen of the plug-in until I looked at the ingredients. They have no therapeutic value. They're often filled with toxins, and all they do is smell. And they mask smells. They don't do anything to really benefit you. And then there's natural or food grade oils, and these are the oils that you can cook with. Again, no therapeutic value. They just have flavor to them. And then there's therapeutic grade oils. And I know there's loads of people that are like, Allie, there's no regulation on what therapeutic grade oils mean. You're right. You're right. Because honestly, we don't want this industry regulated like the pharmaceutical industry. These are different. These are plants. These are plants. And this is where you've got to trust the company that you're working with. And after 3.5 years, I can tell you from the bottom of my heart, I trust this company because I've seen how it works. And a therapeutic grade oil actually helps you from the inside out with wellness at every level: physical, emotional, wellness, mental, spiritual. And so what is it about Young Living? And here's the thing. Forget about like the business structure, because some people are like, I don't like the business structure. You know what? Forget it. Stop. Don't even think about that right now. We're going to talk about that later because it's not a big deal. Here's the thing. Young Living has a process that they call seed to seal. This is what makes them different. This is why they can truly, without refute, call themselves the world's leader in essential oils, because they have a process that everyone is trying to replicate, but they can't. They can't. And Young Living has been doing this for over 22 years. And even before then, before the company was officially started, it's been going on 30 years that this seed to seal process has been being tested and implemented. And what it comes down to is that Young Living, they have farms all over the world. They have cooperative farms where they go in and they do the work. And it starts with the seed. Because if you have the right seed, not a seed that was grown through genetic modification, that's been covered in chemicals and pesticides and herbicides, but a true, natural, to the source, virgin seed. When you get the right seed, you grow the right plant. When you get the right seed and you put it in the right soil in the right location, so that the air and the temperature and the rainfall and the climate help it be its best, That's when you're going to get the best botanical. You know, I'm growing lavender out here in my yard in Lansing, Michigan. Probably not the most optimal place to grow it. We know France is a great place to grow it. Young Living has a farm in France. Young Living has lavender farms in Utah and Idaho. When the lavender farms, I just learned this a couple weeks ago. When the lavender farms, something happened years ago, and the lavender crops were wiped out. Guess who had the original lavender seeds to go and replant in France? Young Living. They had it because they are so focused on getting it right from the start. So you have the right seed, you plant it in the right location, you don't use pesticides and herbicides and toxic stuff. You just let them grow naturally. You hand pull weeds. You harvest at the right time. You harvest when the botanical wants to be harvested, not when it's convenient for the bottom line of a corporation. And you do it the right way. And then you distill it the right way. You don't distill it with chemicals and alcohols and solvents to push the oils out faster for the bottom financial line. You don't do that. You use low temperature, low pressure steam because it preserves those parts and pieces that I talked about. Those parts and pieces are what make it work, at the therapeutic level. And then you bottle it. And then you buy it from the company. You don't buy it on eBay. You don't buy it on Amazon. You buy it from the company or somebody who's with the company. And that's what really distinguishes Young Living that everyone is trying to replicate. And replication is actually the highest form of flattery. It really is. And so they are the largest distiller of essential oils. They have I've lost track, over 250 essential oils that they sell. And the global impact of this company is outstanding. The markets that they're in, the countries that they're in, the farms that they have all over the world, from farms here in the United States to Ecuador. We have farms in Hawaii, Australia, Taiwan, Israel, Croatia, Yemen, Oman, Somalia, France. I know I'm missing other countries because they go to where the botanicals naturally thrive. And that's why they are an innovator, and that's why they're unique. And that's why they're growing at rapid rates. And the nice thing about this company is they're transparent. You can go to their farms and you can see this seed to seal process happening. It's awesome because then you will be a believer. You will be a believer and you will understand why when the other oils have their place, when you go into the grocery store and you see those other oils, they have their place. They don't have their place when you're working on wellness. So let me talk about the 3 ways that you can use essential oils to really help yourself. Aromatically, aromatherapy is what people know the best. It's one of my favorite ways to use the oils. So you see this right here? You see this? This is a diffuser. It's a cold diffuser because, again, remember how I talked about the heat can hurt the pieces and the parts that actually make up why these oils do what they do? You don't want to use a hot diffuser. You want to use a cold diffuser. And diffusing is the best way to put the oils into the air so that you can smell them. I actually have 2 of my cats, Jacob and Rudy, here in my home office. I have another diffuser in my bedroom where Lucy is right now. They love the oils. Smell is a way that you can trigger memory. Because when you smell, it goes through the olfactory system to the limbic part of the brain. The limbic part of the brain is like right in the center. It's where emotions sit. It's how you can smell something and it immediately evokes a memory. It's where you can also process negative memories and start to feel better. So you can diffuse, you can place a couple of drops in your hand and smell them. It's just a great way to take in the oils. It's a great way to freshen the home. You create like a spa-like atmosphere. I mean, people love coming to my house because it smells great. The second way that you can use the oils is topical. And with these oils, you can put them directly on your skin. You can drip them on, you can put them wherever you need support. And topical application is a great way to get them into your body. I apply topically from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to bed. And I think I look pretty good, and I know I feel really good. I do the same thing with my cats. And most people are like, "Oh my gosh, you can't put essential oils on cats." And you're right, unless they're young living. And I have a video. Go on my YouTube page. I have a video on how you can do that. The third way is ingesting. And again, if you Google, you're going to see, "Oh my gosh, don't ingest the oils." And you're right, because the oils that those people are talking about can't be ingested. Young Living has a set of oils that are specifically labeled for dietary use. They're called Vitality. And because of the seed to seal process, because of the purity, because of the sanctity of this process, we have these oils. It's very unique to Young Living. And how do you drink them? You can put them in an empty vegetable capsule and take it like a supplement. You can put a drop on your tongue and it goes into your bloodstream. You can put it in water. I love putting lemon and lime oil in sparkling water. And for those of you who are trying to get off soda pop, it tastes like Sprite. And it's healthy because it's essential oils and sparkling water and none of the chemicals. So I take oils internally, and I have for 3.5 years. My cats take oils internally. And I just celebrated the 18th birthday of my cat, Lucy. Just saying. So what I really love about these oils is that they're safe for pets, they're safe for babies, they're safe for pregnant women, they're safe for kids, elderly people, horses, goats, in classrooms, in offices. They're safe. They're absolutely safe. And with Young Living, you can find greater wellness, and it's its mission. It's the mission of Young Living to get oils in every home in the country and in the world, actually. It's in the world. And they're working on that, and they're doing it. They're doing it. It's what has sparked the essential oil craze, because others are catching on that, hey, you know what? There's something to this. So in the coming videos, like I said, I'm going to keep these short. This one's a little bit longer. The other ones are going to be much, much shorter, probably just a couple of minutes. And I'm going to do 2 a day for the next week. So in the coming videos, I'm going to share how these little bottles, how all of these little bottles can inspire you to a positive emotional state, enhance your physical wellness, purify your home, refine your skin and your hair. I spray oils in my hair. I did this morning. I just love it. Makes it all curly and bouncy. They can create deep spiritual awareness. They can help you with relaxation and a good night's sleep. What it is Young Living is a lifestyle. It's not just, oh, I think I'll smell a little bit of lavender today and then you come back a month later. No, it's a wellness. It's a lifestyle. It's a non-toxic lifestyle. Don't even get me going about our toxic world. Oh my gosh, I'm going to go crazy. I'm going to go crazy. I'll talk about that later. But this is a non-toxic lifestyle so that we can do what we can now to feel our best for us, our families, our kids, our pets, our parents, our friends, our best friends, our coworkers. So I want you to ask yourself, are you seeking a more natural way of life for you, your family, your pets, your kids? Would you like physical wellness, energy, and vitality? Would you like to stop grabbing the Red Bull and the coffee and the candy and the sweets to keep you going? Would you like emotional wellness where you can handle changes in life without being on a roller coaster? Would you like mental wellness so that you can be effective throughout the day and be good in your work and not get to that afternoon slump where you're like, ugh, I'm done? Would you like spiritual wellness, especially if you're struggling to quiet your mind? Because there's loads of research about what meditation does for us, and it's awesome. Wouldn't you love to be able to quiet your mind, especially as you get ready for sleep? And would you like to learn how to have a natural home? Because babies are crawling on your floor, pets are crawling all over your floor. Wouldn't you love to have a natural home? If you answered yes to any of these, then keep watching. In the coming days, I'm going to post 2 videos a day. And post your questions below, and I'll answer them. All right? Take care, everybody. Hey, everybody. That's my new start to videos. That's what I'm going to be saying. Hey, everybody. Because I really do feel like I sound like Matthew McConaughey when he goes, all right, all right, all right. I don't know. I just think I do. So, all right, where are we? We are on video number 2, and I'm going to talk about Copaiba. That's how you pronounce it. Copaiba. I've heard all sorts of variations. It's kind of cute. So, Copaiba. So, I do have to say up front that what I'm going to talk about has not been evaluated by the FDA. I'm not here to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent any disease. So, don't ask me. I'm a lawyer, not a doctor. Don't ask me that sort of stuff. So, Copaiba, have you heard of it before? Because before I joined Young Living, I had not heard of it. And it is an amazing, amazing tree bark oil from South America, specifically from Brazil. And this is a tree that Young Living painstakingly goes into the Amazon to get and bring back out for us. The thing that I love about Young Living is they engage in sustainable practices. So they're not just engaging in mass deforestation, they take care of nature. And they are out there replanting and reseeding and doing stuff all the time. But this is a very interesting process, and I remember seeing a video a couple of years ago of 2 Young Living guys on this. It looked like nothing more than a couple of logs tied together, and they were going down the Amazon. And they said it was a 7-day round trip that they engaged in to go and get the bark and bring it back so that it could be distilled. And I thought that was amazing, and I was never, ever, ever, ever going to complain about the cost of this bottle, and actually it's not that costly. So let me tell you about Copaiba. This is your super wellness oil. When you just want to feel super well, this is something every day. It's not just something that you take once in a while or when you think about it or when something crops up. You take it every day so that you can stay well. And that's something that I think we've got to get into the mindset of doing, that we just don't pop a pill when something goes wrong. We work on our health every day. Like you brush your teeth every day, I hope, right? Take a shower every day, you eat, you do things every day, and this is one thing that you're going to do every day, and this comes in the starter kit. Now, I'm going to give you a couple of fancy words for those, geeky friends out there who like to research this stuff. But this includes very high levels of naturally occurring constituents called beta-caryophyllene and alpha-humulene. Both of these work on the body's inflammatory response. This has the softest scent of any oil I have ever smelled. There's virtually no scent. It's super soft. You smell a little bit of tree in it. So why do I use this? I use this because I want to feel better every day. I don't want to feel worse. I want to feel better with every day. As we age, you want to feel better, right? Nod your head, yes. This is what you want. And knowing what we are bombarded with every day. And again, don't get me going about the toxins out there, GMOs in our food, all of that. Don't even get me going. But we know what we're bombarded with every day. And our body is bombarded with stuff that it doesn't like. And it takes a toll on the body. Here is your wellness check. Okay? This is what you take. So that's why I use it. Now, how do I use it? There's 2 different Copaibas. There is the regular bottle, and then you see this one is labeled, I don't know if y'all can see it. It says Copaiba Vitality, and it has a white label. Same oil, different labels, labeled differently. So this one is for topical and aromatic use. The Vitality is for dietary use. So topically, you just put it anywhere you want on the body. You open them up. It doesn't come out through the top. It comes out through the side, and you just, there you go. You got a drop. virtually no scent. It's a really great one to start with for people who are sensitive to smells. And you put it wherever you want. You just slather yourself with it. So topically, anywhere you want on your body. I like to add it. I like to make a lot of homemade face creams and hand cream and stuff like that. You add it because it's a natural way to get it into your system. Now, if you want to ingest it, the Copaiba Vitality has been specifically labeled for digestion. So you can put it in an empty veggie capsule and take it. You can put a drop on your tongue. You can put it in water. You can put it in a smoothie. You can put it in anything. It virtually has no scent. Now, it is also in a couple of products that I love. Young Living has a Copaiba vanilla shampoo and conditioner. That's all I gotta say. I love it. I absolutely love it. They also have, oh, and I forgot to bring it up here with me. There's a oil roll-on called Deep Relief, which really helps at the muscular level. It has Copaiba in it, because when you know what Copaiba does, you know why it's in there. I even make a diluted version, and my cats get it rubbed on them every day. Okay, isn't that cool? So take it every day. You're going to feel a difference, and it comes in your starter kit. All right, thanks for tuning in.